When intending to overtake on a road with vehicular lanes, a driver must choose the vehicular lane immediately to the right of the lane or he is. When a vehicle overtaking another vehicle may pass on the left side if there is sufficient space on the left side of the vehicle. When turning the steering wheel while traveling around a corner or curve, if speed increases 3 times on a sharp curve, there is pavement marking shown in the figure. Vehicles may enter the right side of the road and proceed, but there may be oncoming traffic, so drivers must be careful. The novice driver sign, which drivers who have been driving less than 1 year on regular driver's license are required to display, may be affixed either to the front or rear side of the vehicle. When driving at night, it is necessary to pay particular attention to the tail lamps. When driving at night, it is particularly necessary to pay particular attention to the tail lamps and brake lights of the vehicle. If pedestrians are splashed with mud or water, it is the responsibility of the driver, even if the driver is slowing down. If vehicles are traveling in a group, they must engage in behavior that presents danger to others and disturb them, such as zigzagging or cutting off other vehicles. They must not engage. Driving while exceeding the seating capacity or loading restriction on a motor vehicle inspection certificate can interfere with driving functions and may cause accident through overloading. When a tire is punctured while the vehicle is in motion, the driver should not apply the brakes in panic, but rather should first grip the steering wheel firmly, keep the vehicle body straight, ease up on the accelerator to reduce speed, and then stop by gently applying the brakes. In a time limited parking zone where there is traffic sign as shown in the figure, vehicles are not permitted 1 hour from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The driver has operating parking meter or been issued to parking ticket. 1 hour. Permitted more than 1 hour between this hour. Not permitted more than 1 hour. When a vehicle's rear wheels slip sideways to the right, when a vehicle's rear wheels slip sideways to the right, it is best to turn the steering wheel to the left. When the vehicle's rear wheels slip sideways to the right, it is best to turn the steering wheel. False. Right sideways to the right, slip sideways to the right, so dapat ito sa right, to the right is false. A passenger vehicle with a seating capacity of 5 people, in addition to 1 adult and 4 children. Driver, 1 adult plus 4 children. with 12 years old of age. True. Parking and stopping are prohibited near the top of the hill or slope or downhill, but not on steep up slope. Drivers should use signals when intending to slow down or stop. In an accident occurs but the injury, if an accident occurs but the injury to those in the vehicle is slight or drivers both vehicles can reach agreement, it is not necessary so this is false. A driver approaching a pedestrian crossing where another vehicle is stopped immediately before it may slow down and proceed if he does not see pedestrian. May slow down. So this is false. Should stop. Okay, ito. Two traffic signs shown in the figure have same meaning for all vehicles. Same meaning for all vehicles moving to the direction. Now, all vehicles not allowed. Then no entry. So this is same meaning for all vehicles. If a vehicle's center of gravity becomes high, it leans one side or likely to turn over. So cargo must be loaded as low. So cargo is possible and this to be the right rather than on one side. So must be loaded as low as possible. So this is true. It is not true that all medicines are unsuitable for one who intends to drive, but it is best not to drive after taking medicine, that cause drowsiness. So this is true. When getting into a vehicle, the driver should check that there is no one in front, vehicle, and the driver should go under the vehicle. Driver should check. True. When the vehicular lanes are marked off by a yellow line, vehicles must not cross the yellow line to change lanes even if an emergency vehicle is approaching. False. Must not cross the yellow line even if emergency vehicle is approaching. So this is false. Mayroong exception. Should a vehicle become immobilized inside a railway crossing due to the breakdown or similar, it is important for the driver to notify the train driver immediately, then move the vehicle promptly out of the crossing. Notify immediately. True. Okay, horn. When traveling on road where there is a traffic sign as shown in the figure, vehicles must sound their horns when driving on the top of the slope, corners, road intersection, where it is difficult to see ahead. So this is true. When driving at high speed for a long period of time, one's ability to judge speed becomes dulled and the tendency to drive faster than one realizes. For this reason, it's good to check the speedometer. It is good to check speedometer time after time, from time to time. True. Drivers must think only of their own convenience but rather must not disturb people living alongside the road by making unnecessary noise. Drivers must not disturb people living alongside the road. So this is true. To overtake drivers, drivers should signal using their direction indicators and then gently change lanes while accelerating. True. When checking tires, check the tire pressure and tread depth and make sure that there are no cracks or any other damage. Nails, stones, and other foreign objects lodged in the tire are abnormal wear. Okay, when checking tires, check the tire pressure, make sure that there are no cracks, any damage. So this is true. Before entering an intersection or curb at night or when visibility is poor, a driver should switch the headlights. Kata. Before entering an intersection or curb at night or when visibility is poor, a driver should switch the headlights. When entering an intersection or curb at night or when visibility is poor, driver must switch headlights up. Driver must shoot headlights upward or flash them to warn other drivers. This is true. Steel plates used in construction sites or similar become extremely slippery when wet, so drivers should sufficiently reduce speed before proceeding. To avoid necessary sudden braking. So true. Just after starting on or while the air conditioner is operating, the engine revolution of automatic vehicles are high and jackrabbit starts may occur. So drivers should be careful. True. When there is a pavement marking shown in the figure, drivers should not accelerate. Or overtake. See? Pedestrian ahead. There is traffic sign as shown in the figure. Vehicles may overtake the vehicle in front of them if they do not enter the right side of the road. Vehicles may overtake through. On curbs in mountain roads or similar, it is necessary while driving to anticipate the oncoming vehicles may cross the center line. Yes. The level of battery fluid does not decrease, so there is no need to check it. Battery fluid does not decrease. So this is false. If an emergency vehicle is approaching on one-way street that is not near an intersection, vehicles may give way to the emergency vehicle by moving to the right side of the road depending on circumstances. Kasi kapag one-way street, vehicles right side of the road depending on circumstances. True. Drivers of four-wheel vehicles perceive two-wheel vehicles to be closer, moving at faster speed than they actually are. Drivers of four-wheeled vehicles perceive two-wheeled vehicles to be closer and moving at a faster speed than they actually are. I think this is wrong. Where there is a traffic sign, as shown in figure, vehicles may park on the far side behind traffic sign but not on the side in front. Okay, vehicles may park on the far side behind the traffic sign. Kasi this is end of no parking. This is, but not on the side in front of the traffic. This is true. An important point about driving safety is to know one's own personality and habits and drive in a way takes them into consideration. Important point about driving safety is to know one's own personality, habits, and drive in a way takes them into consideration. Medyo tricky. An important point about driving safety is to know one's own personality and habits and drive in a way takes them into consideration. True. Yeah. Okay. At the point where the main two lanes merge with the traffic sign rear, vehicle A must not impede the progress of vehicle B. Like that. To apply the brakes when riding on two-wheeled vehicles, it is best to maintain the vehicle body perpendicular. To apply the brakes when riding a two-wheeled vehicle, it is best to maintain the body perpendicular to the road, prevent the steering wheel from turning, and apply the brakes to the front and rear wheels simultaneously while engaging engine braking. So this is true. In an intersection between roads with three lanes in each direction, the traffic signal is red and green arrow pointing right. Regular motor vehicles may proceed in the direction indicated by the arrow, but mopeds may not proceed. Regular motor vehicles may proceed through, but may not proceed through. I think true. When proceeding through a railway crossing behind another vehicle, there is no need to bring the vehicle to a complete stop. No need to bring the vehicle to a complete stop. Okay, this is false. When a moped is executing a right turn on an intersection where there is two lanes in its direction, there are no traffic signs indicating the appropriate method for executing right turns. The moped must initially approach to the intersection close to the center of the road, slow down just inside the center and point of the intersection. When moped executing a right turn at an intersection where there are two lanes each direction, there are no traffic signs indicating the method executing right turns, the moped may slow down through yata If the hand signals of police officer or traffic wardens disagree with traffic signals, drivers should obey the traffic signals. Drivers should obey the... No. Police officer dapat. Drivers should obey the traffic signals. No. Stopping is permitted within 10 meters. The signboard marker post. The bus stop streetcars even during breaks. If it is to let passengers get out. Stopping 10 meters. Even during business hours. I think yata. Optional insurance average cause drivers to become complacent, making accidents likely to occur. So it is best not to purchase optional insurance. Optional insurance coverage causes drivers to become complacent, making accidents likely to occur. So it is best not to purchase optional insurance. True. It's best not to purchase optional insurance. Couples. Kailangan may insurance talaga pa rin. The maximum permitted cargo height for regular motor vehicles, including three-wheeled vehicles and vehicles engines, is 3 meters from the cargo bed. So 3.8 meters from the ground. This is false. Children become absorbed in things that catch their attention and may dash out on the road suddenly. So drivers must pay special attention when driving in areas where children are present. So drivers must pay attention in areas where children are present. Drivers on expressway, perilous styling for drivers who do not need to, as pedestrians. Once every enough friends. Every 4 hours, this is false.